Hello, this is Ben with Helping Services, and today on our Get to Know Us series, we have Terry Shane with us. Welcome, Terry Shane.
Hello, everyone.
Well, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I just wanted to start out if you'd just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, my name is Terry Shane Matthews, but a lot of you may know me by Terry, and I am a domestic violence advocate with Helping Services. And so, I guess a little bit about me is that I am married, and my husband works in law enforcement, and we have 3 children who are in their terrible teenage years.
Ooh, nice.
And so
It's not born in your house, I guess. Yeah.
are always having interesting stories to tell everyone at our meetings. So that's something interesting about me. Me and my husband met at Upper Iowa University. So we both went to school at Upper Iowa in Fayette. And I'm originally from Waterloo, but I now reside in Owine.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Well, then, how did you find yourself working with victims of domestic violence? How did you find into that career?
Well, I always wanted to work with people since I was little. That's just been something that I've been really passionate about. And so my husband was actually the person who pushed me to apply for the position. I thought that, oh, they'll never hire me, babe. I'm not worthy enough. But as I got to thinking about it, I realized that because I grew up with a brother with special needs, that I've been an advocate pretty much all my life. I just didn't recognize it much. And so that's what really pushed me and encouraged me to continue to pursue the career.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, it's kind of how your personal life impacts your professional life there. So that's wonderful. Well, what is kind of one thing you'd like people to know about your work as an advocate?
I would say that we don't report everything that we find out from the survivor to DHS. And I think that's one of the survivors' biggest fears is that they're going to get their children taken away in most cases.
Yeah.
So we want them to understand that we're here as a support for you and to help you advocate for yourself and to navigate through the system so that it benefits not just you, but also the children.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Well, I know, a little side note, I know with the Giving Project, that we do around the holidays there where we see all those kids' gifts come in, it's not just about the single person, but it's kind of about the whole family and what's best for them. So it's got to be, it's good of you, to how to navigate that. So, well, do you have a success story that from a client that you've worked with that kind of stands out to you in the last, 6 months or a year?
Yeah, actually I do. I've been working really hard to get our name out there in Bremer County. And so I met this client through a referral from friends of the family. And she had her children removed due to her domestic violence situation. And so over time, we have went to court. She has decided to go back to school. And now she has become a parent partner to help other parents in her same situation.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's wonderful.
So that's a great way to say that everyone's success does not always look the same. But this one is, I'm very proud of her, and I told her that. And so we communicate quite regularly. She checks in with me, I would say, probably quarterly. And so she'll give me updates and say, this is going on with the kids, or this is what I'm doing right now. And if you need me, just give me a holler.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, and if someone is seeking our services, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you or another advocate?
They can always call our 1-800 number, which is 1-800-383-2988, or they can always use our chat on the Helping Services webpage.
Yeah. So, well, that's a new thing on helpingservices.org. You go right on there. The chat option there, and the numbers there as well, whatever people feel comfortable with. And I know that you guys worked hard to get that implemented. And I know I talked to a few other advocates about this, but how has COVID kind of impacted your work?
Well, it's definitely impacted my work from home because, like I said, I have 3 teenagers. So I've had to be a parent, a teacher, a nurse, a cook on top of being an advocate. And so I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that as parents. But my heart really goes out to some of the survivors who can't reach out to us, because I have noticed that we don't get as many crisis calls as we used to. And so my concern with that is that there's a lot of abuse happening, but people aren't reaching out to us for safety reasons, or they just don't realize that we're still available.
Yeah.
So that's one of the effects that it's pretty much had on me as an advocate working from home and with the COVID crisis.
Yeah, no, it's I hear that. I mean, you read articles about, you know, the prevalence of domestic violence, and, you know, especially with people, I guess, staying in homes a little bit more. It's but I think that's where the chat, and I know you guys have received emails just at our info@helpingservices.org email address too, just where it's not, they don't have to be on the phone. So it's but how you guys have reacted is tremendous to better serve the clients or the people in need who need that. So yeah. Well, and then just kind of to end it on a lighter note, it's would you be willing to share something about you, some unique story or hobby or interest that you have?
Yes. Something that's interesting about me is that I am a firm believer that music is a universal language for everyone. And so growing up, I was the music geek that was in chorus and in show choir. And so one of the things that I'm very, very proud of about myself is that not only did our show choir get to visit Carnegie Hall, but we also got to perform there, and I got to perform with them as the soloist.
Wow, that's amazing. I've never been to Carnegie. I know where it is, but other than that, I've never been there. So wonderful. Wonderful. Well, again, thank you so much, Terry Shane, for joining us today. For anyone looking for all of our resources, if it's for youth mentoring or domestic violence or any of those, you can visit our website at helpingservices.org, or you can shoot us an email at info@helpingservices.org, and we'll make sure to direct you to the right place. So thanks so much, Terry.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye.